Hello all and welcome to this week's video challenge where I attempt to teach you about the intense rivalry between Liverpool and Manchester United. For those of you new to the channel, the reason I qualify to bring you this video is because I've been a Liverpool supporter all my life and I was born in 1992, so about 95% of my life as a Liverpool fan has been utter disappointment. Quite a bit of it at the hands of Manchester United. So, to get started, we have to have a brief history lesson. Anyone that knows anything about football knows that Liverpool and Manchester United have their own respective derbies, or rivals, if you will, with Liverpool and Everton, or Manchester United and Manchester City. But almost like an unwritten rule, when these two giants of football meet, there is an understanding that a lot more than just a win is being fought for. It's bragging rights, and not just between the teams, but the fans. Especially the fans. In fact, they tend to cling on to it for dear life. The level of shit talk between the fans and the teams hits a whole new level and brings a different understanding of competition to the game. For most of recent history, excluding the last few seasons, Manchester United had a lot to brag about, which of course fueled my hate for them and anyone who supports them. Now, I'm not talking actual hate, it's more like the banter hate. And a little bit of actual hate. Pricks. Moving on with the history lesson though, Liverpool and Manchester United have had a total of 213 professional games against each other, and Manchester United have the most wins with 100. I'm not going to give you any more statistics on that though, because there are too many bad childhood memories for me, and I'm also a bit too lazy to read through the entire Wikipedia. Now, I'm not going to lie, trying to find the words to explain all of this to you is a mission. It's nearly impossible, because if you are a fan of Manchester United or Liverpool, the sheer adrenaline and emotion that pours into these games, even when the game has little to no effect on the results of competitions or seasons, the stakes are always considered high. Sort of like an unwritten rule, it's almost like a gathering of a secret society of gossipers who get together twice a year just to talk absolute shite about the other gathering, and then return to normal life like it's a completely regular thing to do. And here's the thing, I don't actually despise Manchester United, or their fans, or their players. To an extent. It depends on how you describe hate. Does it make me happy when I see a new wrinkle appear on Ten Hag's forehead? Yes. Do I love hearing about a United player being injured before they play Liverpool? Yes. Am I an asshole for wanting them to fail at everything, including aspects of their life outside of football? Yes. But something in my soul tells me that when Manchester United and Liverpool face each other in a clash of titans, sort of a higher honourable and noble calling compels me to put on my wellies and some overalls and dive deep, head first, into the world of absolute shit talking and jump around in it. Wear it like a badge of honour when Liverpool win. And if we lose, it's customary for both sides to blame the referee because realistically it's his fault and he's a wanker. Now, if you paid attention so far, you've basically just heard me explain absolutely nothing to you, but you did hear the usual rumblings of a Liverpool fan. And diving deeper into that, let me explain something to you. This man right here is known as Jurgen Klopp, along with this man known as Virgil van Dijk. Both of these men can have my babies. They can have my soul. They can just have everything. They are incredible. They are the fear of everybody in the Premier League. But this man right here, Darwin Núñez, he actually has a documented phobia of scoring goals. It scares him so much to score goals that he will go as far as hitting the crossbar every chance he gets. And I mean every chance. But he plays for Liverpool, so I still love him. I still want him to do well. He can still have my children. I will go as far as fighting to have the size of the goals on the pitch increased for him. Of course, then we have to talk about his offside problem, because this man would get lost on the way from his bathroom to his bedroom and end up in fucking Narnia from how much he wanders offside. Now, it's time for some honourable mentions. I should say these are my honourable mentions, and if you ask other Liverpool fans, they may have different opinions. I would also ask a Manchester United fan's perspective on this, but I don't speak stupid, so it wouldn't go well. Starting off, we have to include the Egyptian King, aka Mo Salah. We have a Daddy Robertson. We have Mr. Plays Any Position. The guy no one heard of, but now everybody knows. The man we need to arrest every time he shoots. And the World Cup winner that always looks confused. Now, it's time to go over some Manchester United players. And of course, no one asked me to do this, but knowing that what I'm saying might piss off some of the stupids brings me some happiness in my life. Starting off, Marcus Rashford, otherwise known as plays shit 90% of the time but still knows how to break Liverpool hearts. Prick. Harry Maguire, every opponent's favourite player, although recently started hating him for playing well. He's more like a prick in training. Onana. You can't not love Onana, but he's still a prick. Anthony. They paid 100 million for him just to break Liverpool hearts. He's literally shit, except for when he plays against Liverpool. Definitely a prick. This guy is lead prick. And Casemiro. Nice guy. Not really a prick, but only because he's injured. Okay, so now that I've got you up to speed on a few of the players from both teams and a tiny speck of history, let's bring you to why I'm making this video. Well, it pains me to say this, but this weekend just gone, Liverpool and Manchester United clashed in the FA Cup quarterfinal, and it was easily a contender for game of the season. Seriously, it was a phenomenal game. My heart was beating at 200 miles an hour easily. The pricks I mentioned managed to ruin Liverpool's dreams though, and send me running all the way back to the familiar pain of being a Liverpool supporter in my childhood. There are no words to describe the anticipation anxiety for a game like this, especially seeing as it was a cup tie. Winner moves on, loser gets eliminated, it's a winner takes all situation. Now the match was back and forth on both teams had phases of dominance, but in the end, after 120 minutes of painful, excruciating competition of the highest level, United got lucky, they played okay, and they got the win. A friend of mine is a United fan, and I watched the game with him, and out of pity, while I was streaming he gifted me 10 subs, and every 10 subs gifted on my stream, the person who gifts them gets to choose the topic of my next video. Rangers decided he was going to choose United and Liverpool. Kinda makes him a prick. Typical United supporter. Anyway, special shout out to Rangers for sponsoring this video and making me suffer more. So, to recap, I have absolutely no idea if I managed to describe or explain well enough to you what the clash between United and Liverpool fans mean to both respective teams or their fans. But imagine it like being in the Champions League or, you know, a sports team you follow, the big final, every time. Everything is on the line and the hopes and dreams of all the fans weigh heavily on the players' shoulders. It makes that winning so much sweeter and losing that much more bitter. For example, when Liverpool put 7 past United at home. I don't have much to hang on to, so take that, United fans. Pricks. Anyway, it's been an absolute pain in my ass to make this video, especially going through all of those images of United players smiling, so hopefully I'll never do this again. If you want to choose the topic of my next video, make sure you swing by my stream and let me know. It's FridgesTV on Kick. I stream every day from Tuesday to Sunday and then make my videos on Monday. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you for listening to my suffering. See you in the next one.